Ben Reilly is put to the test against Morbius and Kraven in Amazing Spider-Man's upcoming Beyond era. There's a new Spider-Man in town. Starting in October, an all-star lineup of writers and artists will take Spidey beyond the limit in an era without Peter Parker as his fan-favorite clone. Ben Reilly takes over the mantle. These adventures of Spider-Man will be like none that came before, offering a fresh take on the Spider-Man mythos and an exciting development for Ben Reilly's superhero legacy. This November, fans will see Ben Reilly's early outings as Spider-Man in the pages of Amazing Spider-Man number 78 and 80. Now backed by the Beyond Corporation, Spider-Man is in for a slew of dangerous missions. After being brutally taken down by Morbius, Spider-Man will fall into a trap by one of the deadliest foes in his legendary rogue gallery, Kraven the Hunter. The Hunter is going to test his prey like never before, and Spider-Man is sent into a hallucinatory spiral that will test his sanity and force him to do the impossible. Also arriving in November will be Amazing Spider-Man number 78 Bay, a pivotal issue written by Jed MacKay with art by Eleonora Carlini that will feature the Daughters of the Dragon as Spider-Man's tough new trainers. But is even their skill level enough for the mission that the Beyond Corporation is about to send them on? This special installment of Amazing Spider-Man will debut a mysterious new villain, Obsidian Star. Brand new Marvel Studios Eternals trailer addresses their role on Earth and Thanos. Here's everything we learned in the official trailer. 7 days. In the trailer, the wise and spiritual Ajak explains the situation at hand to Icarus. 5 years ago, Thanos erased half of the population of the universe. But the people of this planet brought everyone back with the snap of a finger. However, the events has caused an unexpected conflict for them. The sudden return of the population provided the necessary energy for the emergence to begin. Unfortunately, they only have 7 days. The Eternals. The humankind-loving Circe tells Dane Whitman she's an Eternal. She and the rest of the immortal heroes, the Eternals, came here 7,000 years ago, since the dawn of man, to protect humans from the deviants. Dane wants to understand why didn't they help fight Thanos or any of the other terrible events that unfolded throughout history, to which Circe states, "We were instructed not to interfere in any human conflicts unless deviants were involved." Bringing the team back together. Circe reveals that she hasn't seen some of the other Eternal teammates for centuries. With the monstrous creatures, the deviants, long thought lost to history, mysteriously return, Icarus decides that it's time for them to find the others and defend humanity once again. As the epic story unfolds, Circe and Icarus reunite with King O, Sprite, Gilgamesh, Athena, Macquarie, Phastos, and Druid. End of the world. Understanding the situation at hand, Sprite jokes, "If this is what the end of the world looks like, at least we have front row seats." Phastos retorts, "You know what's never saved the planet? Your sarcasm." Touché, Phastos, touché. Earth's fate. The fierce warrior Athena reminds us, "We have loved these people since the day we arrived, and when you love something, you protect it." However, the deviant crow is heard exclaiming, "You can't protect any of them." The safe house that Phastos built. We all know what it's like when family is reunited, pure chaos. Circe and Icarus joined Phastos in his home, and remarked that he must have built the perfect safe house. To prove his theory, and to show off his might, Icarus questions if the table they're sitting at is made of vibranium as he smashes it with his fist. An exasperated Phastos looks over his now broken table with objects all over the place, and responds, "Fall collection. IKEA, good job Icarus." In addition to the trailer above, Marvel Studios has also unveiled a brand new poster for the upcoming globe-trotting adventure. Hawkeye is going back to New York in the new comic book series Hawkeye, Kate Bishop. This November, Kate Bishop's adventure continues. Marvel's new miniseries, Hawkeye, Kate Bishop is a 5-part series that follows Kate on a new adventure in a familiar place, back home to New York. Following a stint in Los Angeles, Hawkeye Kate Bishop picks up at a turning point in Kate's life when she returns to New York after being convinced by many friends, and a few clues from the case she's working, to come back to the East Coast. When Kate gets invited to a resort to solve a mysterious jewel heist, she sees it as a confidence boost, a sign that she's making the right decision and not going to backslide into her past. The case is perfect, and it's almost definitely a trap. The story comes from an elite creative team including New York Times best-selling author Marieke Nijkamp and artist Enid Ballum. Because Kate's story is in flux right now, it's the perfect time to jump on board for the adventure, writer Marieke Nijkamp told Bustle. You don't need to know where she was to enjoy the journey. Iron Man is becoming a cosmic god in Marvel Comics. Tony Stark, aka the Invincible Iron Man, is about to become a god in Marvel Comics. The change will happen in November's Iron Man number 14, and follow Tony's confrontation with Avengers villain Korvac aboard TAA-2, the world ship of Galactus. Iron Man has been on an odyssey to prevent Korvac from siphoning Galactus' power and becoming a god in recent issues, but it seems that he won't just be successful in stopping his foe, but will in fact take this immense power for himself, a situation that is likely to have a much darker outcome than fans might assume. In his latest series, Tony has been feeling more than a little down. Shunned by the public and frustrated by his limitations as a hero, hunting down Korvac has only seen Tony spiral. First suffering severe injuries which mean he can't remove his armor, then being teleported too far away to help his team face the villain, Tony has flipped from despair to egotism and back again, seeing himself as the only person who can stop Korvac and taking on the blame for anyone hurt in the meantime. His arrogance was bolstered in Iron Man number 11, when the Living Tribunal, one of the most powerful beings in the Marvel Universe, personally told Tony that only he could save the universe from catastrophic imbalance. In an interview with Superhero Hype, writer Christopher Cantwell has revealed that the Living Tribunal's words weren't just about Tony stopping Korvac, but about becoming a living god. Iron Man will fuse with the power cosmic, the energy that makes Galactus so incredibly powerful, and gain a new form as Cosmic Iron Man. Cantwell reveals that the issue will detail Tony's struggle to remain grounded as he transforms, continuing the themes of the series so far.